Everybody, this is CM Punk, and you're listening to Appetite for Distortion. My buddy Cliff Domino, he's buddies with Bumblefoot, right?
Yeah.
And this is before Axl and Slash got together, so this is still like DJ Ashba, Bumblefoot, and all them. And Bumblefoot invited us to the show at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, which is, to me, it'll always be the Rosemont Horizon. But anyway, he invited us to the show, so we showed up, and we're backstage. And it's just wild to see all the Axl Rose stuff unfold, because you always hear the stories about Axl Rose, but to see it take place, I can't remember how late they started that night, but it was at least an hour plus. And all the other band members were totally chill, because obviously this is old hat for them. They weren't like, geez, where's Axl? Stressed out. It was just like, you just got to wait and you got to chill until Axl shows up. And apparently they played in Detroit the night before. I think the story I heard after the fact was that, Axl just didn't feel like getting on whatever plane he needed to get on. So he waited to the last minute. And I think he might have taken a helicopter from Detroit to Chicago, which is pretty gangster. And I was out in the hallway, and I was just like sitting there, and literally, like, all of a sudden it started happening, where Axl just literally like walked in the door, and he walked straight in the door and straight to the stage. So like as he was walking, everybody was screaming, "Axl's here, let's go!" You know what I mean? And then the band had to like run out and be in position, and like he literally walked in the door, walked right on the stage, and just started the show. It was wild.
Very wrestling kind of entrance.
Yeah. I for sure was that guy. So I understand.
This is WWE superstar Drew McIntyre, and you are listening to Appetite for Distortion with Brando. Maybe I'm the one person who really loved Chinese Democracy. I think it's such a great album.
Me too.
Like, I know it didn't get it got a great response, but obviously not to the level of Appetite was music changing. And then the Usual Illusion 1 and 2, obviously such huge responses. Like, I see Chinese Democracy just as big as like Usual Illusion 1 and 2 to me.
Wow. Well, you're going to make even more fans by that statement, believe me. And it would be nice in the transition to the wrestling thing, just like Motorhead did for Triple H, if Guns N' Roses did a Drew McIntyre theme song.
Oh, that'd be so great. Like, I only saw them live one time, and it was Axl and Friends. Like, I need to see them all together with Axl and Slash. It was a Download Music Festival in 2006, the year before I came to WWE. I was 20 years old, I believe, at the time, and a wrestler called Robbie Brookside, who works with NXT, a bit of a British legend, dropped me off after we did a wrestling tour to a gas station off the side of the road. My buddy and I went straight to Download Festival. GNR were main eventing that night. We pushed our way to the front just to get a front row view of it. It was awesome to be there, even though Axl almost slipped on his butt and then stormed off the stage. He did return this time. He just put down some rubber for him so he didn't slip again and finished the set. So I'd love to see them with Axl and Slash one day.
Let's get the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I am honored to be in the presence of the Queen, even though it's on the phone.
Thank you.
When I had Drew McIntyre on the show a few weeks ago, and I was asking what he would listen to on the way to the ring, when GNR was one of the bands. So I'm hoping you have the same answer.
I have the Patience lyrics tattooed on my arm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can tell me maybe about your fandom, a little bit about Guns N' Roses, why they're so special to you.
Well, it's just my little brother. My little brother that passed away in 2013. He loved Guns N' Roses. Like, loved them. And we always listened to Patience together. So when he passed away, I listened to the song to this day all the time. And that, a little Patience just stuck with me. So I was like, I'll get a tattoo.
I also have Patience tattooed on me, but it's in Hebrew. So it just says Patience. So
that's cool.
That's probably the one thing that we have in common, because I have no athletic ability. So what do you normally listen to when you go to the ring? Do you have like a pre-workout, or get psyched up to go when you're going out before your music hits? Really,
everything. Like, there's no particular genre that I really listen to. Okay. I like a little bit of everything. Like, if it sounds good, I like it.
Okay. Because I've seen, and it obviously as a fan, and maybe because I see you tweet, you in GNR shirts, and I believe you even went to a concert, right?
I've been to a few, okay. Yeah. And I saw them in Vegas. I saw them in Atlanta.
Okay.
I swear I saw them one other. Yeah, that first year that they went back on tour.
Because it's such a crossover, because it's funny. I obviously have a lot of GNR stuff around my house. If we were doing a Zoom, you would see my entire backdrop. But also, my fiance has allowed me to take a couple of my wrestling buddies with me. So I have Big Boss Man and Macho King right now in our bedroom. Do you remember the wrestling buddies?
That's cool.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do remember them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I didn't know if that got weird for a second. Like, a wrestling buddy? What do you go? I don't want to know what's going on.
No. I knew what you were talking about. Yeah.